times in his rhymes, cause his memories. We running through New York, so you never leave. Strap my lungs, then we puffin' through with that, right? We're giving them some stories, they come back like manic this, manic that, while you crawling to me.
Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, we are sitting in the car, and it's because of one reason. So a couple of weeks ago I got contacted by a company who specialise in all electronic parts for cars and audio equipment, and they sent me an item which is really for the UK only, and it was a retrofit DAB radio system for your original car, which doesn't interfere with the wires. It's very easy to install, and apparently it works brilliantly. One person has reviewed this product on YouTube, and you know, they get a mixed review. So as they know, I'm very honest with what I say, and I don't give no crap as many people do. And so I've been using it, I've set it up, and I'm going to show you guys how I installed it and what it comes with and everything. And I'm just going to show you through like what is needed to actually connect this. Now if you're in the UK, a lot of you will probably already know about this device. I got sent it, it's dropped significantly on price. It was £200, you can now buy it for around £60–70 now, but I got asked to review it. So as you'll see here, it's the Pure Highway 600, which has DAB digital radio, Bluetooth hands-free mobile calling, Bluetooth music streaming. You can identify music, activate smartphone assistant, and it's easy to install, as you see, with a wireless display. Now in the box, as you'll see, you'll get the instructions, you'll get your Bluetooth mic, which runs along on top of the roof line and connects onto your visor, and you'll get all the kit. As you see, I've used it all and I've already installed it. So as you'll see right here, this is the Pure DAB system itself, and as you'll see, if I can put the camera right up, you'll see all the radio stations you can tune into. Now I've been using this for quite a few days, and the reason I didn't do this on video is because I had to install it and try it out myself before I made a review about it. Now as you'll see, there's a lot of stations. Now all these are in London, all these stations. Now DAB picks up everywhere. Now I've got it set to my local station here, but it does pick up all the other stations. Now it is very easy to install. As you see, this is wireless, this has no wires. It connects via Bluetooth to the antenna up here. I put the antenna up here, and the other bit goes onto your roof, which is a magnetic, this part right here. And all you do is you just stick it up, pull your lining down, and it magnetically connects to the roof above. Now I run the wires down the airbag trim, as you'll see, pulled out all the trimming on the side of the door, run it all down the side, under the footwell, took out the unit here, and run it all around the sides here, and tucked it all neatly underneath, all the way to the back here. Now you don't have to have an aux connection. You can either wire it via the aux and use the aux for the DAB radio and your Bluetooth music streaming, or you can use it as an FM transmitter. So what you would do is you'll tune into like 89.5 on LW, and you'd use this as the FM transmitter to be able to use DAB radio. Now because I've got aux built in, I'm using the aux, but you do not have to use an aux cable. You can use it, and I'm going to show you on the settings right here. If we go into the settings, which, let me just click home, and you'll see. So if I go into home, and you'll see settings right here, and we go to audio out, you will see there line out, which is right there, and you'll also see FM transmit. Now you can change that over. Obviously, as I said, I've got line out, and I've got the gain as normal. This is also the Spotify, so if you've got Spotify on your phone, it will listen and detect a song, and it will just play it for you. You'll see mine shows the audio aux. The reason I haven't connected the Bluetooth speaker, as you'll see in the packet here, is because I have no need for it, because I've already got Bluetooth in my car. But it is easy to connect. It connects in the top up here, as you'll see the connection right there. And then what you do is you just run the wires under the roof all along, and then just connect it to your visor. It is quite tied in, it's very easy to remove if need be. This is wireless, it just sticks on. The pad they give you isn't too good, but I would advise using your own pads. Like I use double-sided sticky tape to stick this here. I didn't want to pull it anywhere on the aluminium trim or on the iDrive unit itself, because I didn't want to damage it if I wanted to remove it at a later date. On this, it will easily clean off. So we have stuck that down. I did pull it there because, as you know, I've got my XLR race chip there, but it's not in the way, and it's actually visible. I can see everything. It is adjustable as well, as you'll see. You can swivel it, turn it, you can do whatever you need to do to get to your station. So as I've been saying, I've been hearing a lot of bad reviews regarding this system, and to be honest with you, I've been using this now for the last 4 days since I've installed it. I found it very, very easy to install. The instructions you don't even need. If you use common sense, you can clearly install it. You saw me install it on my Mrs. E46. It's got the same DAB radio. The antenna just sticks on the window. It's got a sticky pad on the back of this, and then that just sticks to the windscreen itself to strip. run the wires where you want them, where I took the airbag trim out and I just run it all the way down, took all the trim out down here and just installed it all round in, up here, or into the panel itself to make it look tidy. So it looks professional. Now, I installed that, but it does not mean your car will be the same. Every person's car is different. You know, I might not be able to get to the trim here. It was very easy. I just slid off this and managed to tuck it all underneath. The best thing I'd advise using a trim tool, because the trim tool will help you pull it all the connections in properly without damaging anything. This just connects wirelessly. You don't even have to worry. It turns on, it goes off by itself. You don't have to worry about turning it off. It goes on standby mode to save the batteries. The batteries last a long time. They can last between 6 months to a year. When it turns off, I've got it set on the rear ports here, so if they're not working, watch my previous video for the fuse in the rear, because you're going to want these working. It's a lot tidier in the rear than having it here. This cigarette lighter does come with 2 ports, so if you want to connect your phone up. I would advise you on a BM, especially D60, don't try and use these 2 ports and this port at the front. You'll blow the fuse, because you cannot use all charging sockets at the same time. I did end up buying a 12 volt to 5 volt converter, which I was going to stick in a glove box with 2 USB leads in and wire it up to a fuse, but I chose not to do that. I was going to hardwire it. What I did in the end is I ended up wiring it to here, because I wanted to use the aux connection, which is what I did in the end, and I'm glad I did. People are saying they lose connection, they lose this and everything else. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. People are mostly saying this happens in rural areas. Now, I live in a rural area myself, and I haven't had no signal connection problems. I would turn the music up, but as you guys know, I'll probably get done for copyright strikes, so I don't really want to do that. But in the last 4 days of using this, I have had no issues whatsoever. I can't say much about the Bluetooth. As I say, I haven't installed it. I would have installed it and used it, but I have no need. The connection's been great. All the radio stations are there. It picked up all the radio stations the moment it's scanned. You know, I go to London a lot, and it's great for going into London, because you guys know when you're on the motorways or on the highways, you enter different areas and it's different radio station for a different area. Now with DAB, you don't have that. You can pick up all the stations no matter where you are in the UK. So if I sell it to Kistry or Capital Extra, I can pick that up from all the way where I am, all the way into London, without having to change radio station. Now on a normal FM, you have to keep switching over, because it changes every area you go into. It changes based on the area. It will be the same station, but it calls a different area. So that's not what I wanted to do anymore. Now, my car didn't have DAB. I was going to do a DAB retrofit, because it isn't hard on these cars. But you know what? After they contacted me and asked me if I wanted to do this, I just agreed to it, and I said, you know what? Yes, I will do it, because I was looking for a DAB unit, and obviously they haven't done, nobody's really done many reviews of this. People just buy it, install it, or get Halfords to install it for them. You do not need anyone to install this, trust me. As I said to you, this just sticks wherever you want it to go. It's wireless, it sits on a stand. You can take it off the stand and take it out of the car if need be. In my area, I don't really have to. I don't see anyone gonna really want to take that, to be honest, and what they're gonna do with it. The antenna itself, as I said, I just stuck it, run the wires straight down, pulled the trim off the door, open the door and take the trim off, the rubber seal, and just run it all the way down underneath and then round here and into the back socket. If you don't have a back socket, you'll have to plug it in the front. If you have to plug it in the front, just remember, make sure it does go off with the ignition off, because you don't want it to drain your battery overnight. But above all, it is a very, very good unit. Like I said, it comes very well packaged. It has got all the latest features. So if your car doesn't have Bluetooth, doesn't have Bluetooth music streaming, this can do it all for you at half the price of what it would to get it manufactured. And not only that, it's very easy to install, and if you ever need to remove it and take it to another car view, you can easily do that as well with no worries. You can buy a new antenna if need be for about £10 on eBay, so you don't have to worry about taking the antenna. Just take the bit that connects to the roof. You can buy the whole lot from eBay. Just make sure you take your charger and everything else. But like I say, guys, the antenna itself is about a tenner, which is just this part here. Make sure you take your box, which the box does come off, and you can reseal it with anything. It's just to stick to the windscreen. I installed it there and it looks professional. Obviously, I would have liked the antenna hidden, like proper DAB retrofit. But hey, if I did retrofit it to redo the aerial in the car for proper DAB like the 60s are meant to have from factory, is very, very hard. You have to take out the whole roof line and wire it all through here and over the back to change the diversity antenna to a DAB one. Most people, what they do with the DAB retrofit is put an aerial in the boot upside down and connect it magnetically to the top of the boot. That's the only way you can do it if you retrofit the DAB anyway of the other aerial. So this was an easy solution. It works. I haven't fought with it. I've been using it 4 days, and like I say, I've had no issues, and it's what I've been using day in, day out now. I don't even use FM, because I can get more stations on here than I can on FM, and I got what I want to listen to. If I want to listen to Spotify on my iPhone, I just click that and it will play all the songs, and it shows you the song title above the track. If my phone rings, also, I haven't got it connected to Bluetooth via this, because I've got it connected via that, it will come through here. You know, so it's got some good features. So if you've got a 1 series and you don't have iDrive, or you've got a 3 series and you just have the standard system, this is a good unit for you, because you can not only play Bluetooth audio control, but you can also play have Bluetooth via your phone. Now I will state, I haven't used the FM transmitter, and people are saying apparently when it comes to the FM transmitter, it's very, very crap and not to use that. I haven't really used the FM transmitter. I might do later on in life, but I've got an aux cable in my car. You can retrofit an aux cable into the car if you really wanted to, but as I say, is it really needed? Not really, when you can do FM transmit and you don't have to go through really all the headache of plugging in an aux cable. If you do that, you don't have to plug in a cigarette lighter, or like I say, buy a hardwire kit and hardwire it to your fuse and plug it into your fuse box. If your fuse box is in the glove box, you can easily buy the hardwire kit, get a fuse which attaches to the fuse, a 5-volt fuse that comes off it, which splits the fuse. As you guys know, it's like it's a fuse splitter, and you just connect it up, and then that's it. You've got USBs inside there. You can have 2 USBs, and then you can connect it inside your fuse box. But as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I said to the company, which is Velocity Audio, I was going to do this for them, and now I have. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's BMW Dr. Dean here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye.